morning and welcome to Wednesday of Lakewood's Next Daily Devotions. We've been working through Matthew chapter 7, and I've spent the last 2 days talking about this idea of judgment and the way sometimes that we judge other people as Jesus speaks to us about it. And we're going to wrap up today continuing to talk about that theme. And, one of the things that I remember being said one time that I thought was pretty good was this, that a religious person is hard on others and easy on oneself, and a spiritual person is easy on others and hard on oneself. And, I think that you can take that too far, but I think it helps picture a little bit sometimes the idea that sometimes a religious spirit can get the best of us and we can be really hard on other people and easy on ourselves, and yet maybe the direction that we should go is more about being easy on others and a little bit harder on ourselves. In this verse that we're going to look at today, Matthew chapter 7, verse 5, Jesus gives us just a little bit room to operate in this idea of judging, or at least looking at other people and showing some leadership in their life. But listen to what he says. He says, "You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye." So we talked about hypocrisy yesterday. And here Jesus again says that too often we've not dealt with anything in our own life, and we're trying to deal with things in other people's lives. And he says, if you would first take the log out of your own eye, you would see clearly to be able to take the speck out of your brother's eye. If we're ever going to be a helper to others in their struggles, our primary focus will have to be on ourselves. We've got to learn to be quick to look in the mirror, quick to confess our sins, quick to work on ourselves, and slow to focus on others, slow to judge others, slow to highlight other people's flaws. And it makes me just think, in my own life, what if nearly all of my focus was on my own shortcomings, was on my own struggles, was on my own weaknesses? How would that change? How would that change the way people saw me? How would that change my relationship with other people? How would it change my ability to impact and lead, and even sometimes help other people in the midst of their struggles? And I think that's something important for us to think about. We have to have the courage to ask ourselves, would we represent the gospel clearer? Would we represent love clearer, and grace clearer, and Jesus clearer if we weren't so quick to judge, if we weren't so quick to have negative thoughts or words come out of our mouths about other people? What if the portrait that we give to the world, what if the picture that we give to other people is of a people that are more concerned about dealing with sin and struggles and flaws in our own life before we were to ever speak to anything in somebody else's life? It makes me wonder, the more that we would do that, the more that we would be able to impact the people around us. So today, as we kind of wrap up this idea of judging, as Jesus speaks to us about it very seriously, and it's not something that any of us is exempt of. All of us can struggle with negative thoughts and negative words about other people. So as Jesus speaks to us about it, I hope that we've the last 3 days been able to really wrestle with that attitude that we can have, and realize that the more that we can focus on our own failings and just look to bless other people and serve other people and speak life to other people, the more we will represent the gospel. So today, let's all represent Jesus.